All right, let's get this going. We're getting the phone up right now, getting a little bit of funky roll. Now, here's how it works. You guys know the basics. You have to go ahead and basically ask a question. You call in 407-279-1754. Again, 407-279-1754. Put it in the chat right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and answer questions, but you have to have your legal question ready when you call in. No question stacking, no story mode. You got to get right to it, okay? Also, please, when you ask your question, use a fake name. We're going to get into it. We're going to get rolling, and we're going to have a good time. Let's go. Here we go. All right. Now, remember, when I start these videos, it usually takes people 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute and a half to enter into this zone. So with that said, it is late. It is 12:46 a.m. I am not expecting a lot of people to call in to ask legal questions. There's the first one. All right, here we go. All right, speaker is on. Hi, remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Yes, my name is Holly, and I wanted to know if a person is on SSI, can they be a authorized signer or a personal agent on someone else's account, bank account?
I mean, yeah, but what are the functions? Are you like a full trustee? Are you like doing some work-related functions? What's the background behind this?
No, that's just for paying bills.
I mean, yeah, but remember this
for an older person that you stay in the house with.
Are your impairments related to like mental limitation functioning, or you have really bad pain where you can't focus, or your impairment something else?
No, back issues.
Are your pain meds causing you side effects where you're not able to usually pay bills?
No.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, in this case, it's probably okay. If it doesn't require a lot of accounting, if you can get it done within 15 minutes, it's probably going to be okay.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that, by me being an authorized signer or maybe a personal agent, just to write a check to do a bill, that's it. No work-related stuff.
I mean, this is what I would say. The big thing you got to watch out for is when you're doing functions that are similar to a job or that are not consistent with essentially your actions related to, your impairments, which you could probably slide through on this one. But remember, it is a little bit of danger. It's not a free of anything type of situation. So there is some potential there.
But the bank account is not mine, though.
Why would that change it? You're still doing functions. You're managing somebody else's account. You're basically taking on a function that normally you wouldn't have to do. You're stating to the SSA, hey, I have the ability to do this.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Okay. It's just household, paying light bill, phone bill, like that, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Doctor bill, wherever like that.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely. You have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Perfect. That's the first caller, everybody. Very, very good. Let's try out some sounds. There we go. All right, we're going to go ahead and prep for the next. Sorry, they're already here. Okay, here we go. And I clicked the wrong button. Here we go. Accept and speakers on. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Hi, Walter.
Howdy.
Well, I have SSI, and I was wondering, is there a problem nowadays? Like, I wanted to go to Florida, right? And my friend wanted to buy me a ticket to go to Florida. But since I have SSI, I don't know if that's going to be a problem. Because I heard something about that like if somebody gives you like $40 or something like that, it's a problem. Or if, anything, just because you're on SSI, it's a problem.
I mean, like, here's the thing, because you're kind of putting me in the spot with this one. If you receive funds, you can get your 65 plus 20 rule, so like you can do it, you can make it happen. But to be fair, you know what I mean? Like the reality of this situation is, the SSA likes to track how much an SSI person has. If you're going on like holiday to Florida, like, are you moving to Florida, or are you just like going for a?
No, just going on just a 2 weeks vacation.
Okay. Okay.
And he's paying for it.
Who's paying for it?
My friend.
Okay, so.
My friend.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Same thing with my family in Texas, They want to
like here's my thing with that. You just have to be careful with vacations because you take photos, you put that stuff out there, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're getting hit with, they can see this, they can see that, and now you're getting snookered. So, I mean, from my perspective, it should be fine, shouldn't be too big of an issue. But to be fair, you know, if they do an investigation, you've got photos up online about how you're having a fun time on a cruise ship, that's not a good look. It's just not a good look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because it's not me using my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but remember what's going to nip you. All right, so give me an example here. What are your top 5 or top 3 most severe disabling medical conditions?
They're all mental, so they're not really physical for disability, like on paper.
So, okay, so just to be clear with this whole situation, what are you doing on vacation in Florida? Like, what are going to be the activities that are scheduled?
Nothing. Just, you know, going to the beach. I'm not jumping around or doing anything like that because I do have a cane that I use here and there. Mm-hmm. So it's not really, you know, just go and see friends.
Okay. So
go to a restaurant, you know, things like that.
Okay. So, I mean, just keep in mind, like, okay, so imagine I'm an investigator. No. Let's do it a different way. Imagine you're the investigator and you're basically looking at a file and you notice that there's images that have popped up into your profile from you having fun at a dinner place in Florida, laughing it up with friends in crowded areas, because that's how Florida restaurants are. And then they look at this and they say, okay, now you're going to look at this and you see a picture of me with anxiety, depression, and PTSD, having a good old time. What is that going to say to you, the examiner, about you clinically severely depressed, anxious, bipolar, multiple personality disorder? What is that going to say about you?
But I guess, well, if I could be doing that with other people, then I can be at work. Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, it's that you're not really that severe. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering because I heard something about that, you know, like if somebody like just buys you or like a gift card or anything like that, that's going to be a problem. I'm like, really? You know?
Well, the gift card game is that they buy a gift card, put it in their name if it's a higher amount, and then give it to you and you spend it, yada, yada. And that's how a lot of people get around that whole situation. But just remember.
Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't talking about work. I was just talking about just assuming, like, you know, what, you can't get a gift, you know, like, you know, Macy's or whatever it is for Christmas. I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying, because it's not my own money, per se, you know?
No, but it's a gift to you, which makes it your money.
Exactly. That's what I was wondering. Is that going to be a problem?
Well, it's going to be a thing. I mean, it depends on what they catch. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But I could still go to Florida. Just be on the download. All right.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Somebody else can buy the ticket.
Yeah. I mean, I would not. I mean, are you flying down there or driving down there?
Yes. Flying. Oh, I couldn't drive down there.
Okay. Yeah.
Flying.
So, I mean, you know, yeah, just be aware. Actually, I would watch the video we did 2 videos ago. That will kind of answer your question in more detail. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more about like not being my own money, having somebody pay for a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know, that's all it is. Because if you add up my money, that's not going to, I can't count that ticket in there because I couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. No, I totally hear you. But anyways.
I can still go, just not be totally like active. Okay.
Yeah. You know, I mean, yeah, so you got it. But let me keep taking calls. I'll catch you a little bit later. You have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Walter.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Hey, how you doing? Talked to you a few days ago, and just wanted to tell you I got a call from my adjudicator. Do you remember me, Walt?
Kinda, sorta. But remember, I've been working nonstop, like while on vacation. So give me a little background. Give me some help. Yeah.
Okay. Been waiting like 16 months for, you know, that SSDI claim. So, anyways, I was telling you last week, they told me it would be like New Year's, and then I would get a decision.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. Well, so you called them, got the status update. What did they say?
No, actually, they called me almost as if they heard me talking to you about it. I mean, it's crazy. They called today,
okay,
and they asked me. They said about my work history.
Okay.
And she explained, I want to make sure I get it all right. I don't want to make no mistakes. And asked me how much I made. I told her how much I made. And then she asked me about my job.
Mm-hmm.
And I explained my job in detail to her. She asked me how much I had to lift. Told her like 70 pounds when I was working. And she said, it's very, very close to your decision.
Good.
And then I got another call back. What was the other call back?
Oh, I lost you. Yeah, go ahead.
The other call, she called me twice today.
Mm-hmm.
The other call was making sure that she had all the information right. So I don't know. To make a long story short, she asked me how much I made. And I think that's it. So what do you think about that? Do you think it can still be a no?
Have they already sent you to their doctor?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so they're wrapping up the claim. She's getting it together to go ahead and submit it to her boss, the DDS manager. The DDS manager...
I know what I wanted to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought I heard somewhere that they can make a decision if it's no one else, like a shortage of doctors or something. So is it possible she could be the one making it, or you don't know unless...
Well, she's the one suggesting an answer. It goes to the DDS manager. The manager, looks it over and makes the decision as to whether the claim is ready based off of what's in there. And if it is an approval, then basically it'll be submitted to, quality control with the federal government. So it goes from state DDS up to FedGov. And then FedGov makes a decision as to whether or not it looks good and it's correct. And then it goes back to the local field office and you get an approval letter.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
On one of the TV programs, say that, one time when he was applying, all of a sudden he checked his direct deposit and the back payment was already in there.
Mm-hmm.
And before he even got notice of winning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens all the time. Basically, they're trying to mass push through as many approvals that are available that they can with payment. And then sometimes the letters take too long to get to the person. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you basically get your back pay and your approval letters and your forward pay all around the same time if everything lines up. If things don't line up, you might get one before the other.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, how about I let you know when I find out? I'll call you back.
Sounds good. Perfect. I'm going to keep rocking and rolling. Yeah.
Any idea if you were a betting man, would you still say 50-50? It's hard to say.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at your file. Like, I have to read through your file to know. Like, people always call me to say, am I going to be approved? I'd have to read through your file. Like, I'd say once a week, somebody pays me to go through their file. And usually what they do is they buy 2 to 3 hours, send me their entire C folder, or in this case, their exhibit disc, and go through the entire thing, figure out what's going on, what the good and the bad are. Some files are huge. They take 5 or 6 hours, but they do those like private session thingies. And then I can tell them what's good or what's bad about their claim. But they only do that if they don't want to actually have me rep them. They just want me to like give them an opinion. And so, bottom line is, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. Maybe not, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. And like I say, I'll let you know how it turns out. Okay. God bless.
Perfect. Sounds good, sir. I'll catch you later. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
You too. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and take the next caller soon. Let's get some groovy music going. There we go. We're playing with buttons. We're having a good time. Do we have any additional callers? Any at all? Yes, we do. Here we go. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember, use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Hello, Walter. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Walter. I just wanted to say, straight up, you're just the greatest guy, and I love watching you, and you're helping so many people.
Thank you,
and you're spending your vacation time and all that. And I just want you to know from all of us out here how much we really appreciate you.
Thank you, good
and
sir.
My question is really quick. I talked to you probably a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was molested by the Boy Scouts of America, and they gave me a settlement of around $7,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I was afraid to cash the check. Oh man. And 2 months went by, and I finally cashed the check, and it put it in my bank account. And then I pulled the money out,
mm-hmm.
and I'm holding on to the money. When I talked to you before, you said, buy a car, buy something, save the receipts.
Mm-hmm.
I've got agoraphobia. I haven't left my house in 4 years. So the chances of me getting out and being able to buy anything at this point is like a no-go. I really don't have any friends or family that could take me to buy, because I could use a new bed. I could use a couch. All these things are falling apart. And I'm just wondering, do I need to call the Social Security Department and let them know about this?
Are you SSI or SSDI?
I'm on the indigent. I'm over 65.
So yeah, you definitely have to call the SSA and notify them that you're on, basically old age retirement SSI. And then, let them know the amount, let them know what happened, because, they're going to want to know about that. And you are going to want to go ahead and deal with that. I mean, how many months have you been sitting with it?
Probably less than a month.
I mean, you better get moving. You better huppity hup,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to do that, but that's what you got to do. I mean, I want to be honest about it. I'm just scared. The people that are giving out the checks say that they're not sending any information to the government about anybody that's receiving any of this money. So that's why I was like, maybe it's better that I just keep my mouth shut and just hold on to the money. And that way, if they come after me, I'd be like, look, I have the money here, whatever.
Did you cash the check through a bank?
Yes.
Did it go through your account with your name on it?
Yes, it did.
Well, then you got the answer right there.
Okay.
They know. Yeah. So, yeah. Perfect.
Give them a call.
Perfect.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it, Walter.
Yeah.
You're great. Really appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
We all do.
Thank you, good sir. Well, you have a wonderful, wonderful day, okay? Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, good sir. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and go to the next caller. Next caller is coming in. All right. Speakerphone is on. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hey, Attorney Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the proper steps to get to try to get the case file of a client and to get an ROI brief summary? I've got a 32 SSA 3288, which is like a release form of some sort, but I'm not 100% sure how to fill that out and submit it to try to get the.
So yeah, you can submit that to go ahead and get basically your case file or your exhibit disc. But that's not going to get you your ROI. At this point, they're pretty much not handing out ROIs at all to people who don't have attorneys with an upcoming hearing. So if there is an ROI out there, pretty much you'd have to have an attorney that's representing you for an upcoming hearing, be able to pull it if it was being used for that adjudication. Otherwise, you're not going to get a hold of it. unless you have some congressional member that can go into their system and grab it, which, you know, they're not going to do that because it's going to put them in danger. So from my perspective, I guess what I would say is, you know, just to be clear, you know, you're not going to be able to get the ROI if one exists, unless they're using it in an adjudication against you. As for the exhibit disc or copy of your files, that's the correct form. You can submit that.
Okay, yes, sir.
Now I'm going to keep rocking and rolling because we're coming to the end of the time I'm going to do this. So just call in on Thursday and we'll do the next call then, okay?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, sir. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Walter.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question?
So I am currently on SSI and I'm also physically disabled. And I don't know if you can be on both physical disability and on SSI.
So SSI uses the legal standard of both mental and physical impairments, the same legal standard for medical conditions of both mental and physical impairments for SSDI. So medical condition severity levels, you know, like the system is the same for SSI and SSDI. So yes, all of your medical conditions, both mental, physical, and blindness fit under SSI.
Okay. So it's all the same then?
Yeah, I mean, all your medical adjudications for severity fit under either SSI or SSDI or a combination of both programs at once, a hybrid allowance.
Right. So basically, if I'm already getting SSI, then even though I know that I also qualify for SSDI, it'd basically be the same payment each month.
If your SSDI is over $1,000, you won't get, you know, per month any SSI. If your SSDI amount is less than $1,000, SSI will make up the difference to get you to $1,000. So what is your SSDI amount likely to be?
I don't know.
So
I don't know. I'm not sure.
If it's over $1,000, no SSI. If it's under $1,000, they'll probably use SSI to boost it a bit.
Well, I'm already on SSI. That's why I was saying I'm not sure about SSDI.
SSDI uses the same legal standard for medical conditions. So if you're already on SSI and you have enough quarters of coverage, you know, a recent update last insured, then you can go on SSDI.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was my question because I wasn't sure if they were the same program or if they were different, or if once you're receiving one, like one or the other, if you can't qualify for the other, you know, I don't know how to explain that. And if it could raise the payment or not.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but you're good to go. I will catch you a little bit later, and it should potentially raise the payment, or SSDI will be for part, and then SSI will make up the rest to get you around $1,000.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
You too. Thank you. You're awesome.
Thank you, then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on YouTube. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Queen Elizabeth.
Perfect.
And I have a weird question. I know you have a lot of experience with people, but I am one of the type of people that like to feel needed and need to feel productive. And my job is my everything. And I'm with SSD. Well, I'm going to be in a couple of weeks when they finally give me my approval letter. But in a couple of weeks, I'll be on SSD. But I've basically been feeling worthless. And I was wondering if you had any examples of what your clients or whatever have found that they can do to still feel productive without compromising their benefits.
I mean, it depends on what your impairments are. So give me the top 5 impairment list. Just bullet point me.
Mainly physical. I've been cancer, so a lot of physical problems and major depression. So,
what type of job are you in? What industry?
I was in IT. They allowed me to work from home and everything, but my brain doesn't work as well anymore. So, because of the pain and stuff, I wasn't able to focus a lot in my job.
Okay. So the thing is, if you donate your time, sometimes the SSA looks at that as potential for earnings. So, you know, you have to be careful with that stuff. You know, as a self-employed, yada, yada. So what my question to you really is, if you're a workaholic like me, what do you want to experience that's outside of work?
I just want to feel productive. I don't have to get paid for it. I don't have to actually necessarily work. I just have to feel like I'm contributing to society somehow.
But everybody has their thing. So what is that one thing you wanted to spend 5 minutes more on per day that you never really got to?
Traveling.
Okay. So you want to travel. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So where do you want to travel?
Anywhere. Everywhere.
Okay.
But like I said, it's physically impossible for me to do that now. So.
Okay. So now traveling is for the most part off the table, other than, basically wearing the goggles and doing that stuff. So have you tried the goggles? Have you tried those virtual vacations?
No.
Okay. So go check out virtual vacations. Those goggles that you wear. They basically take up your whole viewing area in front of your eyes, and the VR, virtual reality. And go check that out and see if it feels good, because it allows you to go experience lots of locations from a chair. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I could probably do something like that. But I just wanted to be more productive, actually, like really do something for others rather than just,
what will happen is you'll try out virtual reality. You'll realize it needs a lot of improvement in the IT area, and you'll design new ways as a disabled person to have other people experience it at a higher level.
Perfect. Yeah, I've already thought about things for my cancer regarding that. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I could definitely do something.
Excellent.
All right. Love your show.
Thank you.
Great job and everything. Appreciate you.
Thank you, madam. You have a wonderful, wonderful day, okay?
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, this is going to be the last caller. Here we go. Hi, this is Attorney Walter Hnot. We are live on speaker. Remember to use a fake name throughout this process. What is your legal question? Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Is there a limit to what the investigators that investigate the disabled go to, or an extreme?
Yeah, I mean, they have the same rules. I mean, okay, so recently I obtained a copy of their handbook. It's a little bit older one. So I got to learn very specifically what they are allowed to do and not allowed to do, and what the specific levels, warrant probable cause, and then what they want them to do and not want them to do. And it's very similar to police, because they basically are police that are hired to do these jobs. So they are restricted. But when they start getting a little bit of that good evidence that, goes past reasonable suspicion and a probable cause, those limits start to disappear in a very, very, very material way.
I've got I've witnessed something beyond what even you might have ever heard of.
Sure.
That happened a while back. If I could just explain real quick.
Yeah, summarize it for me, though. Yeah.
If I walked around and treated people the way I feel, I'd be banned from every store in town. I have to put on a face sometimes for, certain people. But I was at the post office a while back, and I walked out, and this elderly, in her 80s at least, old woman dropped all of her letters right beside me. It took her 5 seconds just to make up her mind how she was going to even attempt to pick them up. So without even thinking, I just bent down, scooped them up, handed them to her, walked to my car, and I got my car and was leaving. And as soon as I was leaving, I thought, well, the next time I come to the post office, I know exactly what's going to happen. 3 or 4 days, maybe a week later, next time I went to the post office, exactly what I thought was going to happen happened. The white van was sitting there just like they were waiting on me, had the side door open. A woman let a cardboard box fall out about a foot by foot diameter. And she was standing there. She'd look at the box, and then she'd look at me. She'd look at the box, and then look over her shoulder at me. Look at the box, look over her shoulder at me. And I was waiting for a break in the doors, because I do not allow people to hold doors for me. It seems like everywhere I go it happens, and I just don't allow it. I get my own doors. So I saw a break in the door. There was nobody there, and I went for the doors. And she looked over her shoulder again. You know, I wasn't there. She looked over, saw me headed for the doors. She picked up the box, sir, as though it didn't weigh anything. There obviously wasn't anything in it, and ran to the doors as though I was going to stand there and hold the door open for her. I only opened doors about a foot wide, just enough to slide through sideways, and I pulled the door shut behind me. I'm going to my post office box, and she walked through the door carrying the box with one hand effortlessly, and she opened the door, and she walked into the where you do business. She said something, but I didn't pay any attention. I got my mail and walked out. I firmly believe that was some kind of orchestrated, well planned out something, and I just thought it might be useful to you to know that as far as the links they will go to. It was so weird. I couldn't believe it.
So I've seen a lot of them because, you know, I do those like private hours where people pay me to just find out what they did and find out what they should do. So I've seen it where they were in the elevators at the medical expert's office, riding up and down with people, collecting information about what they said in the elevator. And they would use like CIA style tactics to present to them a statement that the person,
Hollywood.
Yeah, that the person would go ahead and try and disprove and correct them with to create that friendship. But bottom line is this, yes, I've seen all kinds of things. I've seen ruses that were successful and failed, which is where they're allowed to lie to you as long as they don't present documentation and furtherance of it. I've seen, you know, where they'll basically, you know, stand literally, you know, as a UPS dressed up person with, you know, a brown shirt and slacks on in, you know, essentially a stairwell. I've seen it all at this point that I want to know, but I know I'm going to see stuff I've never seen before in the future. But they are, you know, they're active. So their job is to act as investigators. Yeah.
I thought that might be one you've never heard of. It was like a Hollywood production.
I mean, it's,
and like I said, if I walked around with a scowl on my face, and if I treated people the way I feel, I mean, I'd be banned from every store in town. You know, I just had to help that old lady.
I mean, look, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if it definitively was an OIG, you know, CDI unit out there doing that, but you know, remember they're investigators. The same rules that they're going to apply. I have the book now. I mean, it is publicly available if you know how to search it. It's tough to search, but it is publicly available. You just got to know the URL to find it. It is on the internet. I guess I could do some video. Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to see or hear or learn some of the things from the actual agent's handbook for SSI OIG CDI unit agents? If you guys do,
oh yeah,
I can produce that information and kind of show you. I mean, it is publicly available. It's just, you know, the link exists, you know.
I don't even know what URL means.
We can do it if you want. We can go into it.
Yeah, that'd be great if you talk about it.
Yeah.
But I just thought if this old lady, you know, tried to pick them up, she might not even be able to get back up. You know, I'm okay physically unless I exert myself for 5 minutes. But
now look, here's the thing.
I had to pick up some letters.
If I go through this handbook
with decrepit.
Yeah. No, and I hear you and I get it. And if she's that old, she probably wasn't part of OIG. Because remember, there's
a woman, and the next time I went there, they were waiting on me in the white van.
Oh.
And they had a ruse going. She pretended to, you know, she let a box fall out, and she kept looking over her shoulder at me and looking at the box. She'd have done it all day long if I wouldn't have walked away. They thought I was going to pick up the box for her. You know what I'm saying?
If I go through some of this the handbook, you know, it's going to make you guys a lot more paranoid, which I'm a little concerned about because I want you to learn the information. But to be honest, well, yeah.
You're not paranoid if they're really out to get you.
Well, they're out to investigate. They want a fair shot to find out, are you disabled? Are you not disabled? You know?
Yeah, but for some of us, it's life and death. My next check, I say, I get to live another month.
Yeah.
It's life and death.
Yeah.
Like, and if I walk around the way I felt, I mean, I'd be banned from every store in town. I have to, you know, I can't just act the way I feel all the time.
So, I mean, what you're saying is you're a nice guy and you love people.
Oh no, I can't get along with anybody. I have no use for anyone. My civil rights were violated so bad that I'm just in my own head. I don't even want people to look at me or acknowledge me in any way, and I do not tolerate being looked at or spoken to. But this old decrepit woman, I mean, there are some exceptions.
Yeah.
This was an exception. You know, I wasn't having a good day. This was just an old woman that might not have been able to get back up, you know.
Well, I tell you what.
And like I said,
if
I'd have walked away and she fell down, some witness might have pointed the finger and said, hey, he pushed that old lady over, you know. You see what I'm saying? They try to do that too. The people in the town try to.
I mean, that's crazy.
Try to get me in trouble. They
wouldn't
organize the
yeah, they wouldn't be doing that because that's not their directive. But all right, let me do this though.
Civilian might have.
Well,
some civilian
potentially,
in the town
but
might have.
I mean, all right, I'm gonna go ahead.
I get the law called on me if I look cross-eyed at somebody.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I've got to wake up at 7:30 a.m. to do legal work. So I will catch you a little bit later, and you're the last caller. But you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay.
You too, Walter.
Perfect,
Walter.
Sir. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
Bye-bye. All righty, everybody. I am super tired. Got to wake up super early. Let's get some music for the outro. Please remember, if I helped you throughout this process, to go ahead and go on to Google, Disability Resolution Law Firm, Disability Resolution Florida. Throw some stars up there. Love it on the business profile. The 27th of September, it'll officially be 12 years. That's amazing, of owning a law firm. 12 years of owning a law firm. Hit the wrong button. There it is. So with that said, please keep in mind, I hope you're doing well. If you do have Medicare questions, please consider giving Chapter a call. They'll go ahead and help you out. Boopity boop. Sorry, there you go. 339-226-6287. I don't do Medicare stuff. They do, so don't bug me with it. I'm just kidding. I love y'all. With that said, give them a call. They'll do a tune-up and help you out. All right, final thoughts here, guys, real quick with this whole situation. I hope you guys go ahead and I think I will. I do have the link. It is technically public. I think we should go through the handbook. If you guys want to know, we'll go through the handbook of the OIG to understand what the CDI units are supposed to do, the hiring policies, where the limits are, stuff like that. All right. I will catch you all a little bit later. You have a wonderful night. Please remember, if you want to hire a disability attorney, that's what I do all day, 9 to 5, even on vacation, which I'm on right now. And also, please remember that if you need a private mini consultation, 30-minute, 1 hour, mini contract is below. I'll catch you all a little bit later. Have a wonderful night, and we will rock and roll from there. Attorney Walter Hnot, and thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.